Hey, Sagittarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your quarter 3 reading for July, August, and September. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Sag, I am getting something here around prescription glasses, or perhaps some of you're getting your vision checked over the next 3 months. Some of you may be getting new glasses. Take that as it resonates. Now, bottom of the deck, this is the energy you're embracing over the coming months, is new life. This is like the Fool energy in tarot. There's a lot of beginnings here that require you to potentially take action on, is what I'm getting. Some of you may be 39 years old, 37. You may be born on the 23rd or 28th. Now, right behind it, we have the advice is here and now. So focus on staying present, or you could miss these opportunities here for abundance. Now, starting you off in the month of July, you have building blocks. So a lot of you have been putting energy and effort towards your stability. This could be financial stability. It can be your home, relationships, most likely a combination of all, right? Your stability here in the physical world. And I'm also getting spiritually. You've been growing, you've been evolving, and connecting to your higher self more so now than ever. But here is the Pentacle realm. So this does talk about reciprocity, equal give and take, partnerships. If you feel like things have been one-sided, that's where these new beginnings and changes come in for you over the coming months, this new life, new journey. And you also have the King of Cups with the Empress energy. A lot of you Sagittarians are opening up the heart chakra, and there's a second chance here. You have the Judgment card. Beautiful. So this can be liberating yourself from stuck patterns, is what I'm getting here. It may have been criticisms or judgments that you've made towards yourself or to others, because this Judgment card is about changing your life for the better. And even though you have these building blocks, you've been conditioned to believe certain things about yourself. Some of those things are lies. Some of those things are not true. So Sagittarius, when you have the Judgment card showing up, this is about letting go of regrets. Some of you may have gone through some karma, okay, or a situation where you were forced to heal some wounds. And maybe you've even ignored the call to change direction, or you've ignored opening up the heart despite the heart wanting to open up. And I feel like you're bringing balance back into your world here. So in the month of July, you have a financial win. This could be reciprocity for your efforts because you have been putting in the work. You've been building a foundation, but here's the second chance being offered. So there could be something that is being brought to life that maybe once was dead, or you may have had an ending here. There could be balance being restored, or for others of you, this is a second chance to open up your heart and weave your dreams into reality. That's why we have the Empress here as well. She is the embodiment of manifestation, creativity, abundance. She nurtures her garden and it grows. There's something here about harvest time, harvest season. You being able to love yourself more so now than ever with this King of Cups. Okay, some of you may even be attracting an energy that is very loving, very nurturing, very compassionate. You see on this King of Cups here, Sag, there's a lamb, right? There is the energy here of compassion, kindness, innocence. You see the black cat, which also represents independence. And the parrot, how do we speak to ourselves, right? And we have the frog, a leap of faith required. And there's a child that's laying on the heart chakra of this individual. And I feel like there's a part of yourself that is being reawakened, and a love for all things, a love for what you do, a love for the work that you do, the people you surround yourself with. Some of you could even be healing some mother wounds. Okay, female or male, does not matter, but you could be healing some sort of mother wounds and bringing balance and restoring balance back into your life. Let's clarify. We have some second chances being offered that feel more balanced in your life. Let's look at the Judgment card showing up here. Queen of Wands. Some of you are really struggling with some insecurities, is what the Queen of Wands in reverse is. Sometimes this can be jealousy, insecurities. It can be about vengefulness at times, or you may have been dealing with someone who had these characteristics, maybe someone who is jealous of, a relationship or a bond that you've had. This could be a jealous coworker who tried to sabotage you. It could be someone who is very much in their ego. They thought that their, didn't stink here. And I feel like there's a judgment being made. Spirit, tell me about this Queen of Wands. What do we need to know? Okay, a Queen of Wands. There's a new offer being made. It's almost as if someone may have judged you in this way. They may have said, oh, Sag is very, egotistical, or Sag feels, overly confident here about a situation, or maybe lacks confidence. I feel like you're opening your heart up, and someone may not have seen another side of you where now they are able to. Okay. Or perhaps you only seen one side of a situation from someone else, but now the heart is opening. There's an invitation here, maybe even an apology. Yeah. If this Queen of Wands was someone else and she was very brutal, right? She sabotaged based on her own insecurities, there could be an apology. But you're making some new choices with the Seven of Cups here. It's like you realize that somewhere along the line, the block didn't quite fit into this foundation. It may have been too big and it didn't allow, other blocks to mold into place, or it may have been too small, or there's something here about instability when it comes to your foundation. And I feel like it has to do with someone's insecurities. And now there's a new choice that is being made. Seven of Cups is about wishful thinking. It can be new options, new choices. Sometimes we can get a little bit frustrated because we're overwhelmed with the decision-making process here, but it is a need to focus. If you've been feeling indecisive here, I feel like the judgment is coming in saying, okay, this is it, right? This is time to change a situation. If we're not able to see both sides of it, we have the opportunity to make a new choice, to take a new path, to switch course up a little bit, to put a new brick in the foundation. Spirit, why do we have the Seven of Cups, and what is this choice going to consist of? Empowerment. This is going to empower you, Sagittarius, with the Emperor here. A choice needs to be made to let go of someone or something or a characteristic within yourself that you feel insecure about in order to open your heart up to a new beginning and to take action, right? Seven of Cups can sometimes be an overabundance of different emotions, and we don't know what to do because there's so much going on here. But Spirit is saying the answer is to step into your power, not to make a decision based merely on emotions, because the Emperor is very logical. The Emperor is someone who is very wise. He takes his time, to make a choice, but when he makes that choice, he doesn't go back on it, right? You see, he's holding the chess piece here. And I feel, Sagittarius, that you are very wise. Some of you are very old souls, even if you're, younger. I feel like you've lived a lot of lifetimes, but there is something around this Queen of Wands that is worth looking into. So if you were partnered up with this Queen of Wands, whether it was romantic, whether it was a friendship, or even if it was an enemy, right? It's some sort of partnership that your soul contracted to come into alignment with in order for you to grow, evolve, and choose because you have free will, right? And to fully help you step into your power and embrace all that you are. That's what I see showing up for you. This is building blocks. This is about you making your way to the top here in some way, shape, or form. So continuing to make choices that are going to help you do so, to help you strengthen your stability. It's not just about getting to the top, but it's feeling secure with where you're at. How can you take the steps that you're guided to take and let insecurities or let the wounded ego heal with the Knight of Cups? And there could be someone very pivotal on your journey that allows you to make some new choices or helps you make some new choices. But ultimately, you are the one that makes that decision for yourself. But I see whatever decision you make, it is actually going to bring you more peace, because come August, you have the Peace card, Sagittarius. This can also be a new beginning. You have the egg. Eggs represent new life. And you have the new life card here, followed by the here and now, and there's the egg. So there's the reminder that in order to embrace a new beginning, you must stay present. There is an energy here of focusing at times so far into the past. I'm getting a strong 5 of Cups energy because maybe there has been some sort of loss. There has been some sort of grief. And look at that. As I say that, we have the mending card at the bottom. So yeah, because you've gone through a situation that has been difficult or challenging, you find it difficult to find peace in your life, but there is an opportunity right in front of you in the month of August. And you actually may start to see this in July. If you don't already recognize what this opportunity is, I feel like you're going to see this manifesting physically for you, but it may be in the month of August that it really does bring a sense of solace, a sense of tranquility and comfort to your heart. Let's take a look at what's happening here for you in the month of August. Okay, the 2 of Swords with the Sun, we're blocking happiness here. We're getting in our own way, right? And that's because of that 5 of Cups. It's not out here yet, but let's clarify. Spirit, what is this choice that Sagittarius needs to make in order to embrace happiness, embrace peace? Okay, the Tower in reverse. This is a shattering of a belief system. Okay, when this shows up here, this is freedom, freedom from crisis. This is making a choice to turn lemons into lemonade, right? And I think that was Leo's reading. Leo or Virgo, some of you may have those placements in your chart. I think it was Leo, which we have the joy, the sun, which is Leo energy. And we are also in August, which is Leo season. So for some of you, even if you don't have any Leo placements, you may want to check that reading out. If that's the title, Turning Lemons into Lemonade, because this is how you get to that peace. Let's see, bottom of the deck. The King of Pentacles, respecting yourself, respecting others, respecting nature, respecting that the world, you know, the universe, we'll say the universe, never tires of giving you second chances. And for some of you, there may even be a little bit of a fear of happiness. And I just said this in Scorpio's reading as well. Why do we fear happiness? Why? I mean, that seems crazy, right? Some people, you may be thinking, Mel, why on earth would I fear happiness? Because it requires a sense of vulnerability, and that requires us to make a choice to open up our hearts. But when we make that choice to open up to something that could bring us a lot of happiness, it also requires us to understand that that could get, taken away. It could be pulled away from us. We could get sucker punched. We could get hurt again. We could go through a tower moment again, or a crisis if we let love in, or if we let happiness in. So sometimes it feels safer to stay where you're at, even if it's mediocre, even if we're just settling. For some of you, this is a health crisis. Some of you have gone through major anxiety, panic attacks. This could be a brush with death, right? This can be low vitality. I'm also getting, for some of you, when we get the tower with the sun card, with the 2 of swords, it's like you are holding yourself back in fear that you're going to lose it all, right? And it's saying that if there's an unexpected turn happening here for you, it's for the better. But the fears come in, the anxieties creep in, and it sabotages because the mind is overthinking. The 2 of swords is crossroads, needing to make that decision. It's the head and the heart being pulled in opposite directions. Can you make a choice to embrace this joy, even if that requires stepping out of your comfort zone? Even if it requires you to let go and embrace all that is, right? Remember, you are a soul having a human experience. You're going to go through the human highs and the human lows, but your soul has your back, right? Your soul has wings. You're not going to perish. You're not going to perish when you get too close to the sun. Let's take a look and clarify. Spirit, please clarify the sun and the tower. I mean, the tower can be unexpected change. And with the sun, this is for the better. But I feel like, and it's also bringing in more peace. But why are we resisting it? Let's look at why. Why is there a restraint? Why is Sagittarius resisting? Or if they are, what is the resistance taking place here? Spirit, why the 2 of swords? What choice needs to be made? To take a leap of faith, and we're scared, right? We're scared. You have another 2 major arcanas, the Fool and the Chariot. So in the month of, Cancer season, so this is July that we're seeing here, you have a choice to move forward, to free yourself from mental blocks, restrictions. And sometimes, it's way easier said than done. It requires you taking action. It requires you taking a leap of faith. It requires you to believe in yourself and know that you have this divine mother within. Maybe that's why I keep getting the earth or the world. There's something here about the divine mother. This can be receptivity. This can be allowing the universe to take care of you, nurture you. This can be surrender. When the Fool and the Chariot come in, this is about spiritual guidance as well, and allowing yourself to fall, right? And that's hard. If you guys have ever, closed your eyes and trusted someone to, fall backwards. And I'll tell you, I just started one-wheeling. If you guys are familiar with a one-wheeler, right? You use your body as a pendulum. There's just one wheel and you put your feet on both sides of it and you balance, right? Using your balance. I'm a Libra, so I'm able to balance well. But you use your body to steer, basically. And it requires a level of falling back a little bit. And I struggle with that because it requires a level of trust, right? Trust that, even if we fall, it may hurt like hell, but that's what we're guided to do if we want to grow and we want to learn and we want to evolve and eventually be better at it, to continue to move forward. And I feel like that's what you are guided to do here, Sagittarius, to take a leap of faith. This is required in order for you to move forward. 4 major arcanas in August. This is a big month, y'all. A big month. But if you take this leap of faith and you trust yourself, if you surrender here, there's going to be a lot more peace available to you. Now, I feel the biggest restraint here is you don't want to have a fall from grace. You don't want to look like a fool. You don't want to embrace the unknown if the unknown is going to bring about disaster. right? Or bring about crisis. But what if it brings about sunshine? What if it brings about peace? And that's what I see here happening for you. But it requires you to get into maybe that innocent mindset or that childlike or beginner's mindset of, not feeling like you're embracing the weight of the world. Again, I'm getting another world energy or world term. So it wouldn't surprise me if we do see the world showing up for you. Not everything is going to turn out as a disaster. And for some of you, there's complete lack of trust because you've dealt with foolish individuals. For some of you, you may feel like you cannot rely on anyone but yourself. Spirit, can we please clarify? This is huge major arcana month. Can we please clarify what's the choice that Sag is going to make here? The Six of Pentacles. We're reverting back to the choice that you decide to make in Cancer season in July. Six of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. You're going to find balance. This is, the hand of the divine coming in. It's an unexpected gift, a resource. It's equal, reciprocity, give and take. The law of cause and effect. That's what's showing up here. You're going to choose. You're going to make a decision and manifest from your heart's place, right? Dream weaver, whatever dreams that you've set into motion, I feel like that dream weaver is catching here and you're actually liberating yourself. So this is quite beautiful, but it's been a struggle, right? No lie. It's been a struggle when we think that, the worst of things, when we think that, some of you, this is adrenal fatigue. Some of you, this is a shutdown of vitality, life force. Perhaps you've lost interest in life. I mean, this can at times be depression, okay? Or a situation where your body was reacting and maybe even shutting down, or it could be listening to your body a little bit more with this Leo energy of the sun, listening to, the signs that your body is telling you. Okay. Also, I'm getting with the sun, this is healthy ego. And because we've seen that Queen of Wands, there's something with the Queen of Wands in reverse. She has a very wounded ego. When she's showing up in reverse, it can be inflated, right? Very cocky, very arrogant, very entitled. Or she can be very insecure and constantly self-sabotaging and worrying about, worst case scenario. So this is balance, major balance of the spiritual and the physical. That's what I see here. Now, what's showing up here for you in September is finally stepping out of a never-ending cycle, stepping out of old patterns that have kept you in a state of hostage or imprisonment is kind of what I'm getting. Why do I know that? Because you have new life at the bottom of the deck. You're choosing to not repeat the same dynamics. You're choosing to stay present. And if we repeat a pattern, it means that we go back, right? And you're not doing that. But let's clarify here and see what is showing up for you in the month of September. What do we have, please, for Sagittarius for September? Ace of Cups, baby. There is your heart opening. There is your soul quenching renewal. This could be a new love connection. This could be a gift of love. This could be overflowing of emotions. It can be relationships that are based on grace and inspiration. It's an unlimited supply of self-love because you realize that you cannot drink from an empty cup. So whatever does not inspire you or whatever you felt you were lacking, right? Low vitality, you're receiving some sort of help. It's okay to admit that we need help. It's okay to ask for help. And you could also be that help for others because you yourself have been there. And I feel for you, this is a brand new beginning. That is the choice that you're making. Like I said, new life, Ace of Cups. It does not surprise me to see this because a lot of you have been healing and mending your heart. This could quite physically be the heart chakra. This can be depression, anxiety, heart palpitations, heart murmurs, stroke. This can be heart attack. This can be valves in the heart here, pneumonia. It can be anything that deals with this area, including the back, right? The mid back or right behind the heart chakra, including the lungs. Something it's about some of you, it's about breathing, the breath of life. What else do we have for Sagittarius, please? And also on a high note, the heart gives life, right? It breathes, it pumps blood. It's not only the physical aspect of what we need to stay alive, but it also fuels our life. And I feel like there's a lot of happiness here for you. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of gratitude. There's a lot of blessings coming in. You are healing from grief. You see these tears that you've shed, Sagittarius, these tears are flowing into that flower. And there is growth through your tears. This is the color red or orange. It almost looks like red, orange, and yellow. For some of you, this has to do with your first, second, and third chakras, specifically your sacral. Some of you may have a blocked sacral chakra, which is located 2 inches below your navel, your belly button. This may have to do with your sexuality, intimacy, trust in others. This can be the seed of our creation. This can be issues around the ovaries, issues around sexuality, right? And I don't even want to say issues, right? But blockages, right? Blockages. That's what you're letting go of. There's some sort of grief. And if this lands in your root chakra, hips, knees, sciatica, this can be ankles, feet, legs, toes. Some of you may have had hip replacement surgery, or there may have been a surgery in one of your lower extremities. I feel like you're mending, you're healing, but also the root chakra is formulated between the ages of 0 and 7. So for those of you that have had maybe some mother wounding here, or there has been a situation that you may not even been aware of, right? But it's been ingrained in your body, in your cells, in your DNA. This is something that you are releasing. There's liberation here showing up. Your endings are bringing in a new beginning. You go from you have the ace and the 10 here, the 1 and the 10. So that is a magical new beginning. And here is another one. Look at this. We have the Ace of Wands followed by the 3 of Swords. You are releasing heartache. You're releasing grief. Double aces showing up for you. Double confirmation of new life. And lastly, you have passion. And you have the 5 of Swords. If there was a situation and you were in a relationship, it may have been quite intense, quite passionate, but ego got involved somewhere along the line, which it typically does. Remember, we're having a human experience. Ego gets caught up in things all the time. I feel like a lot of you are releasing some pain that maybe someone could have been very abusive, okay? There could have been passion. It's almost like you've come together and the only way that you were able to communicate was through some sort of intense passion, but the communication was not there. If anything, it may have been downright, again, abusive, narcissistic, manipulative. This could have been coercion, bullying. Some of you, this has to do with childhood as well. That's part of the grief, part of the heartache that you're letting go of, because you have double ace energy, which says, I'm done. I'm done repeating the patterns of the past. I'm done looking for maybe love in all the wrong places, or I'm done putting everyone else in front of myself. This is an inspirational, heart-filling new beginning. And you're ready for it. You're ready to step out of whatever this old paradigm is that left you feeling, this can be the card of karma, 6 of Cups, right? It can be nostalgia, a past person. It can also be romanticizing the past when really it wasn't good. And you may have repeated a pattern with this person or with yourself even, because lessons needed to be learned. But 10 is a final ending. Yeah, I like this, Sag. This is pretty intense, pretty deep, but you're getting there. Spirit, can we clarify here? I want to take a deeper look at, what do we want to look at? You guys already know what the past was like. Let's look at this, the ace, double aces here. Spirit, let's get a little bit of intel, a little bit of insight into the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Flow. There's something flowing to you here, and this is manifesting from the heart and feeling inspired. This is Sagittarian energy of fire, right? There's fire and passion that's coming alive, waking up within you, within your soul. Spirit, what does this look like? Yeah, you're coming out of hibernation with the Hermit. You're coming out of a period of soul searching and reflecting. Some of you had to go into a period of maybe isolation for quite some time. Maybe you were single for a long time. And it doesn't mean that, you know, you can't be single. You know what it's like to be single. For others of you, if you're married, there could be a renewed sense of, you know, coming together. If you felt like you've been roommates for a while, or if you felt like you've just been, you know, living your life day to day. Because look at what we have here. You have the Lovers. If you're going from the Hermit to the Lovers, this is a spiritual union that is based on love, that inspires you both to be better versions of yourself. This is a powerful energy. It's a powerful 3-month period for you, Sag. Spirit, one more card, please, on the Lovers, because I just love this energy. I almost want to end it with that, but let's take a look at anything that could potentially show up that you need to be aware of with the Lovers. What do we need to know about the Lovers here? What do we need to know about the Lovers? That we can heal our hearts and come together. That there is some sort of resolution here. That if you make a choice to move on from a situation, that it will be in the highest good for you both. And if you make a choice to come together in alignment, because we do see flow here, that both of you have healed, but you also will still continue to heal together. Yeah, this is powerful. 4 of Swords. Mental stability, making choices from the heart so your intuition can shine the way forward. Beautiful. All right, Sag, let's get a few final messages here from your guides, your loved ones in spirit, your ancestors, your higher self. I really love this deck here. For those of you interested in any of the decks used, you can find all that information in the description box below. And feel free to take notes. You may want to jot down these quotes. They could inspire you in the coming months. We have here, ever tried, ever failed? No matter, try again, fail better. That's the building blocks here, Sag. No matter how many times you get knocked down 5 times, you get up 6. You are a warrior. You have everything that you need to keep on going, right? You're not giving up on yourself. Everything that you're going through, your soul is guiding your way, right? There's that divine spark within you. And so even if you felt like you've let yourself down or you failed in relationships or career, what did we say earlier? The universe never tires of second chances or third or 10th, right? Ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better. Because every time is a stepping stone. Every time there is knowledge, wisdom, and growth. Embrace that within yourself. Next we have, what makes you come alive, right? This is that vitality. It's the life force. It's the Ace of Wands. What makes you come alive? Do that. The world needs more people who have come alive. I just said this in Scorpio's reading, I believe. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking around and, you know, everyone's in zombie mode or default mode. And the message there is the same one coming through here. We have to remember that we're souls having a human experience, not the other way around, right? Remember, life is happening for you, not to you, not because you're a victim, not because you've just come here to be in default zombie mode, right? No, you've come here to be so much more and to remember who you are. Remember. And lastly, kindness is the most beautiful gift you can give someone, including yourself. Kindness. That's the energy to embrace more of over the coming months. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope that resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Lots of love.